Hey.
Hey, how are you, brother?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
Great.
Awesome. Well, I'm from Sneak Peek up at UT Austin, right up the road.
Oh, fun.
And so I know
You're
that
a student?
I am a student.
Nice,
I'm a
man.
junior this year.
Oh, nice. Man.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I know that you have been wanting to do this project for years.
Yeah.
That you pitched it for the first time in 2017. What drew you to this project specifically, and why are you so passionate about telling it?
Honestly, the tone.
The tone?
Yeah, so the big thing for me with all this is tone is what I think matters the most. Some people think jokes, some people think story. I think tone.
Yeah.
And so it's a hard thing to pitch because they all like putting things in a area, so a genre. You're either comedy, or you're a drama, or you're a thriller.
Mm-hmm.
I think for an indie especially, I'm like,
You can mix it up.
can't it just be whatever it wants to be?
Yeah.
So I always kind of wanted to try one where I got to like mix the tones that I thought worked. And so for me, that's what started it.
Sweet. And then I know that your character in the film starts off stuck in a rut, having
Yeah.
this feeling of not knowing what to do, which
Yeah.
I feel like as a film student is something I'm in all the time.
For sure.
So what advice do you have for young upcoming filmmakers that are trying to get their start in the entertainment industry?
Yeah, honestly, do your own thing and start working. So, I'm embarrassingly connected to the movie of Self-Reliance, but what I really feel is like you have to make stuff. And when I was a film student and an acting student, there was nothing cooking. I didn't start getting paid until my late 20s, but I just started making stuff nonstop. And no matter how small it is, it's like no one can beat the product, even if everybody hates the product. And that's the same as today. Everybody might hate this movie tonight.
Who cares?
But you keep going.
And you did it.
And do what you love and keep trying and then find your voice, and win or lose, you at least have that.
Yeah. Okay. And I have one last one. So if you played this game show and you had to be with someone from the cast or crew for 30 days, who would it be and why?
For this cast and crew?
For this cast and crew.
Biff Whiff.
Biff Whiff? That's a common answer.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
First of all, he's so good in the movie. He's so sweet. He's got such a light about him. I feel like he's like the heart of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. How are you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing great. My name's Andrew. I'm from Sneak Peek up at UT Austin, right up here.
Oh, cool.
So I wanted to ask, I've been asking everybody what drew them to this project, and everyone has been saying the script. Is it the same for you, or is it something else? Why did you want to be involved?
For me, it was really Jake. And like the script, I guess, was first. Like, had the script been terrible,
Yeah.
I would have been like, actually, I probably still would have believed that Jake had a vision for it beyond the script. Because I'm a fan of his, but also when I spoke to him, he really did have a vision for this project that was, just felt like a lot of fun. Like, to just have fun. I have a couple of other movies here that were like amazing, and I love them, but they were dark, some darker, some. This was like just easy.
Yeah, and fun.
And fun, yeah.
Okay, well, if you were on this game show and you had to spend 30 days with someone from the cast or crew, who would it be?
I mean, it would be Jake.
It'd be Jake?
Yeah, it would be Jake.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, it would
No?
be Biff.
Biff?
Biff Whiff, 100%. 100%. Yeah, I love him.
Okay. And then, like I said, we're both film students. We're both trying to get our start in the industry. What advice do you have for young people trying to get their start in TV or film?
I'm going to give advice that Dan Levy gave me, was just do it. So many people don't just actually start the thing, and that is the number one thing you need to do. That people just go to school and prepare and do all this stuff, but then they don't just. Doing it will teach you so much more. You'll fail, you'll learn. Yeah, so do it. Like Nike. Just do it.
Exactly.
Nike.
So I wanted to ask you, I know you've had a long career in the industry and a lot of stuff with comedy.
Yeah.
What kind of drew you to this project specifically?
Well, it was the writing, to be honest. Like, reading the script, it just felt like it was something that was so interesting. And I was like, man, a lot of people probably could relate to being in a position in their life where they're willing to do anything to kind of make it better or add some spice to it. And I was like, this is something I wanted to be a part of. So it was really great.
Sweet. And then I'm sure it's going to be a super fun ride. I can't wait to watch it. What do you want audiences to take away from this movie?
You know, look, I think everybody will understand about a time in life where you feel like everything has got you down.
Yeah.
It's time for you to flip the script and figure out what you can do to change that. And I think if you watch this movie and you get that message out of it, you've already won in life.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right.
And last thing, we're both film students. We're trying to join the entertainment industry.
Okay.
What advice do you have for people like us that are trying to get their start?
Don't give up. It's going to be hard. People are going to tell you no. They're going to tell you no for years. I've been in this game for 22 years.
Yeah.
And here I am for my first time at South by Southwest. So keep going.
Awesome. Sweet. I appreciate it so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Have a good
you.
one. So the first thing I wanted to ask you is, I know you've had a long career in this industry. What drew you to this project specifically?
Oh my God, the script was incredible. Oh my God, it was so funny. I read it, just jumped off the page, and it's a comedy. It was like, and it's wild, you know? I mean, the concept was wild. I love it.
Yeah, so the script.
It was the script. Yes. And I love Jake Johnson, too.
Yeah, great guy.
And then when I was talking to him, like, we did these Zoom meetings, because it was during the pandemic that we were casting. So we did Zoom meetings and stuff, and I was like, oh my God, I love this guy.
Yeah.
Love the guy, love the script.
It's a win-win.
Yeah, totally.
All right, I have a silly one for you. So if you had to play this game show, and you had to be with someone from the cast or crew for 30 days, who would it be?
What?
If you had to be with someone from the cast and crew for 30 days, who would it be?
Oh my God. Okay. Woo. You mean you're making me pick?
You can pick a couple.
Okay. Well, actually, there was this guy who's a sumo wrestler.
Yeah.
This guy's a sumo wrestler. Oh my God, he's got to be there because I've never gotten to interact with a sumo wrestler before. And you want to hug him. You just like, that's what you want to do. When you see a sumo wrestler, you want to hug him.
Yeah.
So
got to be him.
I think if I had to pick one, I need my sumo hug.
Need the sumo there. Okay, and then one last thing. We're both film students trying to get our start in the industry. What advice do you have for young people trying to get their start in film or TV?
Nah, you got to follow your passion, dude.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, get in there, dig into your passion, find out what it is, and don't give up. Your passion has to be great enough to get you through.
Yeah.
It's really hard. Don't give up on your passion. Tap into it. You got to tap into it every day.
All right, I won't. Thank you so much. You have a good one. So I wanted to ask you, I know you've had a long career in this industry. What really drew you to this project specifically?
Jake
Jake
Johnson. He's a sweet guy. He's really talented, and I wanted to work with him again. We had a lot of fun on New Girl, so
Yeah. And then I'm sure this film is going to be a super fun ride. I can't wait to watch it. What do you want audiences to take away from the film?
The audience, I want them to forget they're watching a movie for an hour and a half, you know, and just enjoy themselves and come out the other end and go, oh wow, that was fun. Yeah.
And then we're both film students at UT. We're trying to get our start in the entertainment industry. What advice do you have for people like us trying to get their start?
Man, if you love it and you stick around, you're going to get a chance to do what you want to do and go where you want to go. So it's the love of it and loving it instead of what you think it can get you. That's where people go wrong, is when they think, oh, as soon as this happens, then, you know, do this, enjoy this. It's right here. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
We're so excited to see it.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you, man. So I wanted to ask you, what drew you to this project specifically?
I mean, I'm a big fan of Jake's. I think he's so creative and so wonderful and funny. The premise is insane and really exciting. And I've always wanted to play a person in a line. And I really crushed that, I think.
Okay, awesome. Well, I have a silly one. So, if you were on this game show and you were to spend 30 days with someone from the cast or crew, who would you choose and why?
I think I'd pick the producer, Joe Hardesty, because we're friends.
Yeah.
And he's really nice, and I think that he would have a hard time telling me to go away if I kept doing this. Yeah, I think I could survive.
Yeah. 30 days.
With Joe.
Yeah.
Because I think he would not be able to get rid of me.
Okay, sure.
He's from Alaska. I got like kind of a pushy New York vibe. It wouldn't.
No.
I could take it.
Yeah, you could take it.
I got it.
Awesome. And then we're both film students at UT Austin. What advice do you have for people trying to get their start in the entertainment industry?
I mean, there's the obvious make stuff, just keep doing it. I think a big thing is like have fun. I was a film student too. I think one of the biggest things is like also pay attention to other things. Like obviously watch a lot of movies, get that, but pay attention to people, learn other stuff, read, go for walks. Like you won't have anything to comment on if you're just watching movies because you'll just be eating like a snake eating its tail. Sure. So live your life. That's the best. It's like the Werner Herzog film school. It's live your life and that'll do great.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Really excited to see it.
Best of luck.
I know this is a film that the writer-director had been wanting to make for all of his life. What kind of drew you to the project and wanted to help make it?
Well, Jake, honestly. I've done another project with Jake before, and knowing how he likes to make movies and execute things, like the fact that he was able to direct this one, I wanted to be on board. I mean, the second he sent me the script, I was like, yeah, sign me up. and the way that he was able to pull the script and bring that to life was really impressive. I'm just happy I got to be a part of it.
And then I know that he wrote this in the pandemic, and it has themes of about loneliness and kind of being stuck in a rut. What do you want audiences to take away from this movie?
I mean, honestly, I want them to have a good time. I want them to be invested in the character. I think it's a beautiful character that that he wrote and acted, and so I think A, we want people to laugh, and P, just go along for the ride. It's a really fun kind of adventure that we go on. So I think as long as you're invested in that character, that's all that I would hope for.
Awesome. Yeah. And then one last thing. Like I said, we are film students. We're both trying to start a career in the entertainment industry. What advice do you have for young filmmakers or people that want to get into film?
Work hard, be nice, and on repeat. I think that's like, you'll get remembered for both of those things, for hard work and for being kind to people. So just never forget that, no matter how big or small. I started out as a production assistant myself. So go to here, go to New York, go to LA, work hard, be nice, and you'll be fine.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I know that the writer directed this movie. He had been wanting to make this for a really long time. He pitched it in 2017. Yeah. As a producer, what kind of drew you to work on this project?
Well, I love Jake Johnson. I've known him for over 20 years. We sort of started out in the business together, and we used to get lunch and talk about our dreams and ambitions. And even then, he really wanted to write and direct a movie. And I ended up making No Strings Attached with him many, many years ago. And so when he came to us with this script, it was just he seemed ready, he seemed passionate, he seemed to know the material in the movie, and I was like, I have to be here for this ride. I have to complete the conversation we started 20 years ago.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, awesome. And then I also want to ask you, I know this movie's going to be a super fun ride. What do you want audiences to take away from it?
It's interesting because we've never screened it for a large audience before. We've only shown it to a small group of people, and I think the one thing we've learned is everyone wants to talk about it afterwards. I think Jake put a lot of himself into this movie, and it's very personal to him, and I think people kind of have a very visceral, emotional reaction to the film as a result. But it's been interesting. The few people who've seen it have really projected themselves into it, and it's been a big conversation starter.
Sweet, I'm excited to see it. And then one last thing, like I said, we're both film students. We're both trying to get into the entertainment industry. What advice do you have for up-and-coming filmmakers, producers, or someone trying to get their start?
I think it's really just say yes to everything. Ask questions, don't be scared to admit what you don't know, and really, if you want to do something, go do it. Don't wait for people to give you permission. Just go out there and make it happen. And
yeah.
You might be here at South by Southwest someday.
Hopefully, knock on wood.
Knock on wood. What school are you guys
at? At UT Austin, just down the road.
Amazing. A lot of very, very good filmmakers came out of that school.
Great school.
Yes. All right. We'll look for you in 2 years.
Okay, definitely. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.